Central African time. Thank you for tuning in. This is The Upside. You and I and Tebogo in each other's company until 4 p.m. One of Joburg's newest luxury hotels has earned global recognition after being included in Time magazine's annual list of the world's greatest places for 2026. The list highlights 100 remarkable destinations around the world, from hotels to restaurants to museums and even attractions, all selected by Time's international network of correspondents and contributors for offering memorable experiences to travelers. So clearly, after that, you know that this is a big deal, right? Among those destinations is Park Hyatt, I beg your pardon, in Johannesburg. They are a boutique luxury hotel located in Rosebank, in the Rosebank district to be exact. So set aside a restored 1900s or 1930s mansion designed by Johannesburg's interior designer Stephen Falcke. This is a property that features 31 rooms and suites, and it combines heritage design with contemporary style, which is wonderful. So let's talk about it. On the line with us is Charmaine Chinnapan, joining us in her capacity as sales manager of Park Hyatt in Johannesburg. Charmaine, welcome to Channel Africa. Thank you for the time and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. I think before we talk about, this remarkable accolade and this recognition and the significance of it, let's talk about, building brand Hyatt Johannesburg. What did it take? I mentioned a little bit about the history of it being a restored building in the 1930s. It was a mansion, and now it's an internationally recognized destination.
Yes, absolutely. So the Park Hyatt Johannesburg is, it is the greatest place for 2026, an extraordinary milestone for Park Hyatt in Johannesburg. And, within the first year of the hotel opening, we have been awarded 1 Michelin key, placing it amongst a select of a group of properties globally recognized for exceptional design, service, and overall guest experience. So being part of a global brand is definitely, a big plus. But I think the fact that we've made it personal in South Africa is a bigger accolade for Park Hyatt.
Charmaine, I don't think we can emphasize this enough. This is a global recognition. You are on Time magazine's list of the world's greatest places for 2026. Yes. So many nominees have filled up that list, and you came out there on top. This must do you personally, working at the Hyatt, the biggest justice in terms of the work that you're doing, but also give you such a confidence boost as a team. Tell us how the celebration was when you found out, and the team morale, having heard that you guys are amongst the greatest.
No, I promise you, being part of the team of Park Hyatt and gaining such a worldwide accolade for Park Hyatt made us feel it's personal, because everything we do at Park Hyatt is all heart. And our people are, very passionate about this brand, passionate about the property. So everything we do with love. Getting this accolade and getting this award for us as Park Hyatt team was, something personal. It felt like you're part of a family and you achieved an accolade within your family. So absolute, it was emotional. It was, you wanted to scream it out to the world. So it's definitely something that we all celebrated at the hotel, but remaining humble in our celebration.
If you've just started listening, we are speaking to Charmaine Chinnapan. She is representing the sales team at Park Hyatt in Johannesburg. And of course, we are acknowledging the fact that Time Magazine, yes, the Time Magazine, has acknowledged them as part of the annual list of the world's greatest places to visit and to pay attention to, mind you, in the year 2026. Let's talk about, I mean, I'm really fascinated by the history, 1930s mansion and the restoration thereof. Let's talk about some of the challenges and opportunities in that particular transformation. Charmaine, especially in your blend of heritage. Obviously, this is a heritage property, but you've modernized it into a luxury hotel over the years.
Yes. Transforming a heritage property into a contemporary luxury hotel definitely requires a careful balance between the preservation and the innovation. One of the primary challenges is maintaining that architectural integrity of that original building while integrating the modern infrastructure and guest amenities expected in a world-class luxury property. So heritage structures often come with the regulatory restrictions, the space limitations, and this means every design decision must be approached thoughtfully. But at the same time, these historic elements present remarkable opportunities. Features such as high ceilings, the patios, the arches, the surrounding gardens create a sense of opportunity and character, the authenticity. It's impossible to replicate in a newly built property. So at Park Hyatt Johannesburg, the goal was not simply restoration, but reimagining that building as a refined residential retreat, where heritage, architecture, and contemporary luxury coexisted seamlessly. So yeah, this it's a building with a character. So for a new building to come with an historic character is quite an accomplishment.
And the food. I mean, we hear a lot about Room 32 and its high teas. It's sort of become a tradition now in South Africa if you're based around in the Rosebank, Johannesburg area. Tell us about Room 32, the restaurant, the caliber of food that is being served there, and why have the high teas become so popular?
So at Room 32, the culinary experiences shaping the identity of any luxury hotel, right? But dining is often one of the most memorable touch points of a guest stay. And this plays an important role in expressing the character of the hotel and of the property and of the people that work within the property. So at Park Hyatt Johannesburg, Room 32 has quickly become a defining feature of the hotel's experience. Time itself highlighted the restaurant's high tea, which has gained popularity among both our international and local visitors. But our culinary philosophy focuses on our seasonal ingredients, the craftsmanship, and a sense of theater as well, whether through the open fire cooking approach or presenting the dishes. So these moments help transform this hotel or a building from simply a place to stay into a destination where people gather, celebrate, and create lasting memories.
Right. You also were, I mean, seemingly very intentional, I would imagine, around weaving local culture into the hotel experience, as it were, because the hotel also features South African art and Ndebele inspired design.
Yes.
Talk to us about that, and also how that then sort of pours back into not only the locals but the internationals that get to visit the hotel.
So the integration of the local culture into the guest experience was definitely intentional. At Park Hyatt, there's a strong sense of place, belonging, which is fundamental into creating a meaningful luxury experience. So throughout the property, South African art and Ndebele inspired design elements have been carefully curated just to reflect our country's creative and rich heritage and the cultural richness of Johannesburg as a whole. And we believe that this approach allows our international guests and local guests as well to connect with the destination in an authentic way. Through art, architecture, the design, the hotel tells a story about South Africans' landscapes, our craftsmanship, the cultural identity. So for our luxury travelers, this connection, we believe, is important. Because when we celebrate our local artistry and heritage within a refined global framework, Park Hyatt Johannesburg just offers a distinctive experience that resonates with our local and international guests.
Charmaine, what impact are you hoping that this global recognition will have, not just on Park Hyatt, but also Johannesburg's tourism as a whole? And I guess you can also answer this one. Are you going to be raising your prices and rates now that you are internationally recognized?
Not at all. Look, recognition comes that comes from a publication such as Time. Most definitely has an impact far beyond, the hotel itself. So when a property in Johannesburg appears on a global list of this caliber, it signals to international travelers in the city that offers experience worthy of a global attention. Johannesburg, has been often viewed as a gateway to safari destinations, right?
Yeah.
Yet it also is a city rich in art, in design, in culture, and culinary innovations. So recognition of Park Hyatt Johannesburg, it just repositions the city as a destination where travelers can spend meaningful time exploring galleries, cultural districts, and the dynamic energy of the urban South Africa. For South Africa more broadly, it demonstrates that the country competes confidently on the global luxury stage through the design, through service, through culturally rooted experiences. And as our CEO of Millet Group, Mr. Hamza Faruqi, has expressed, the intention behind this project was always to create a hotel that honors both international luxury standards and the authenticity of South African heritage. So yeah, this recognition definitely is a big aspect for South Africa, Johannesburg, and our tour operators and luxury agents within the property, within South Africa as a whole.
Right. Well, this is wonderful. And I think the reviews speak for themselves. I mean, I'm reading some of them online now. Quality service, the ambience, the music, the interiors, absolutely stunning. Another one reads, they make the best short rib in the world. So the reviews are there. Okay, this is not a listing for the sake of it. People have experienced it, and these reviews are from, one is from Zimbabwe, another one is from Zambia. I see one from South Africa as well. So it is an international destination, and such a deserving accolade this is. Charmaine, thank you very much, and congratulations once again to you and your team at Park Hyatt.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's take sports. It is 2:30.
Sports on Channel Africa.